We are going to be playing and be making our very first live poker vlog. So let's go. We buy in for $500 and we are off to the aces. Speaking of which, we pick up aces. Under the gun opens to 15 and I bump it up to 45 from the cutoff. The small blind cold calls and the under the gun calls. Three ways to the flop. It comes king, 10, 3, 2 diamonds. Pretty good flop. Small blind and under the gun check to me. And I put out a bet of 70 into a pot of 138. We want to be charging king X's. We want to be charging flush draws. The small blind folds and the under the gun goes all in for $214. This is definitely not the best spot because raises in low stakes games are usually quite linear and not very polarized. So it's usually two pair or better. But I don't know. Let's table talk. Let's see where we're at.
Bro, ace is no good?
That is correct. I can try. So let's try. Let's try thinking this through. I'm thinking his under the gun opening, then flatting range consists of ace kings, jacks, queens, queen jack, maybe kings. I don't think jacks or queens are jamming here, so I pretty much feel like he's got ace king, kings, or some weird flush draw. In this spot, I think about the different combinations he might hold. So there are 3 combinations of kings that he might have that I lose to, but he has 6 combinations of ace king that I do beat. And additionally, I'm ahead of all of his flush draw holdings. So after I go through this thought process, my decision is pretty clear. So I throw in a chip for a call. The turn is an offsuit deuce and the river is an offsuit 3. I hear the beautiful sound of a muffled I missed through his mask. And he shows 6-8 of diamonds, which is a weird hand to open under the gun. Anyway, we take this down with aces. Okay, next hand we pick up 2-5 suited in the big blind. What's that you're saying? That's 2-4 suited? Well, too fucking bad. I misread my hand and we're gonna play it like it's 2-5 suited. Keep in mind, this is my first time vlogging at a table and fuck, it's hard. Like, I have to position my phone perfectly rested against my chips at the right angle so my camera picks up the cards. And I have to not only make sure that I guard my cards when I check them, but also guard my phone so people can't see the screen. And half the time, I'm not sure if I'm recording or not because my screen's brightness is turned all the way down so others can't see it. But joke's on me, I can't see it either. I have to take notes after a hand is done. Lots of things going on. Anyway, to the Brads, Neemies, Marios, Poker Beasts, Doug McCuskers, Rampages out there. Kudos to y'all. This shit's hard, okay? But anyway, we've got 2-4 suited. There are 2 limpers ahead, and I limp in the small blind and the big blind. Checks his big blind. 4 ways to the flop. All limpers. The flop comes 5, 2, 3. All spades. Oh, look. I have a 2 pair. No, I don't. You fucking donkey, Greg. I lead out for 10 into a pot of 12 and the big blind and button call. The turn is a king of clubs. I still think I have goddamn 2 pair. And you know, I'm thinking I want to be charging 1 spade flush draws. So I lead out for another 25 and both call again. And then the river is an offsuit 7. I'm thinking if someone has a flush, I'm thinking if someone has a flopped flush, I'm going to hear from them now if I get re-raised. So I put out a less than half pot bet of 50. The big blind folds and the button pretty quickly calls and I proudly announce my 2 pair.
2 pair? Oh, fuck, I misread my hand.
The villain quickly shows his flopped set of deuces, so we were behind anyway. God fucking damn it. Anyway, this is today's donkey play of the day.
Oh my gosh, these take so much longer to edit than a 10-second meme. Please like and subscribe.
Okay, next hand we brush off the donkey vibes and we've got 10-9 suited on the big blind. Under the gun straddle to 10, 2 callers, and then I call. 4 ways to the flop comes king 9, 2, 2 hearts. I've got middle pair here, no flush draw, and it checks through. Turn is a diamond, and I'm thinking a king bets flop with the diamond draw out there now. So I think my hand might be best, so I put out a bet of 25, and only the button calls. The river comes another king, and honestly, this is not a bad card because it makes it less likely that the button has a king. Pretty sure that they were on a flush draw, and there isn't much I can get value from anyway, so I check to hopefully let my opponent bluff. But they check it back and they show queen deuce of diamonds for bottom pair and a missed flush. I show my hand and we take it down. Next, we're in the small blind with ace 5 suited and there's an under the gun straddle to 10. A middle position player makes it 30 and I decide that this is a great candidate to 3-bet bluff. despite having the word "stay loose" blasted on my sweater in all caps. I think, oh, I think I have a tight image here. So I make a standard 3-bet sizing of 4x out of position, and it folds back to this middle position opener who had this to say.
Put you on one, like 2 hands here. Ace, king, or king? Am I right?
Nope.
Ace 5? Nice.
Thank you. Nice hand.
I like
Thank
that
you very
for
much.
3-bet.
So Holly fucking Luya, our bluff goes through, and we show our hand to show that our raises pre-flop can be polarized. I felt like this was a good move against this particular player because he is a low stakes regular that I had seen in the Toronto poker community lots before the pandemic. So I'm assuming that if he's a winning player, he's adapted a exploitative strategy that exploits fish at low stakes, which includes overfolding to 3 bets pre-flop. So glad that our read was correct. Glad he thinks we're a fish, which, you know, we still might very well be, and happy to get this bluff through. Okay, next, we're in the cutoff with ace queen of spades. There's an open limp from middle position. I raise to 15, and the small blind and middle position call. 3 ways to the flop comes 8, 5, deuce, 2 spades. Great flop. We have the nut flush draw and 2 overs. It checks to me, and I bet 25. I get no respect, and both players call. Turn is some brick that I don't remember and wasn't significant, and it checks through. The river is another 5, pairing the board. I've got ace queen high. The small blind checks, the middle position bets 100, and we just have to let this one go. Okay, ace queen didn't do so well for us last time, but let's see if it fares better this time around. We've got ace queen offsuit in the small blind. There's a button straddle to 10, so I raise to $20, and I immediately kick myself for being a donkey because that's too GD small. Of course, I get punished with 4 callers. And the flop is king jack 6, all hearts. We have the nut flush draw, 1 over, and a gut shot, so not bad. But action checks through. Flop is an offsuit 5. I bet 65, and only the big blind calls. The big blind is this super fishy player who's bought back in like 4 times now in the past like 2.5 hours. And I'd seen him stack himself off with 3rd pair. I'm really just hoping to improve on the river here and get all of his monies, but no, the river is another king. So I'm just sitting with ace high against a call station, and we're definitely not bluffing at this. So I check to him, he checks back, and Lil Fishy shows the good old jack 8 offsuit. Okay. After this, I run cold for a while. It's been 3 hours of playing, which is usually around how long I like to play. Also, I miss Courtney. I left her alone this evening on her day off, so I want to go spend some time with her. So I decided to book a win for our very first live poker vlog and cash out. And before I roll the douchey cash out montage, just a quick preface for my American viewers. That is not Monopoly money. That is Canadian money. Oh, Canada, our home on native land, true patriot love in all thy sons command, oh Canada.
And I'm out. Holy shit. You know, y'all, I was expecting to make a vlog today about how I ended up being an accidental underground dealer. But hey, we made our first poker vlog today. I'm so excited. I'm so stoked. And I'm so happy that we booked a win. In for 500, out for 780, giving us a profit of 280. See you next time. Stay loose. Play 7 deuce. Bye.